That was a good little laugh I had. I was laughing when I saw that video that Karazin posted last night. Dying laughing. I was dying laughing, man. Like that I haven't seen Karazin cry like that since her page got taken down like a year ago. Man, I haven't seen Karazin break that badly before. I I don't support that MGTOW shit, but kudos to that dude right there, man. Hilarious, hilarious, man. And now she's bitching and moaning about um black women have no allies and we're on our own and nobody wants to fuck with us and all that shit. Where are all the black men? It's like I don't know what's wrong with Kirsten. It's like she expects black men to have like um this kind of Stockholm syndrome to where we're being told you're not shit, you're ugly and dark skinned, and we're going to have pretty babies because all you can do is reproduce uh, evil, misbehaving, dark skinned babies who uh, look ugly and shit. And we're hit with that bullshit. But that serves her right. That serves her right because I'm tired of how she talks down to black men, and it's like every time she's in a pickle or in a bind, she always expects black men to have their Superman cape ready, and the glory and the prestige of black womanhood. You need to save us, black men, because you're black too. It's like, yeah, we're going to save you, but then your white man that you love and kiss ass to, he just stands in the back corner. But you're expecting black men to fight for your honor and all that bullshit. I'm like, what's wrong with the white boys you've been championing the whole time? What's wrong with the white boys that you've been loving and fucking and bragging about the kids that they can reproduce and what happened to that shit? I, you might as well find a new target audience of men. Karazin should probably start looking for mixed men to start bragging about shit. Since white men don't want her, or what don't since white men don't defend her, since black men don't defend her, I guess the only option now is mixed men. So I wonder where that's gonna go and take her. But man, I had a really good laugh, but Karazin, I really don't feel sorry for her, and she got what she deserved. Because it's always it's always the black man's fault. It's always us in the wrong. And when you have a white man who is independent of his own views, it's ironically it's still black men's fault. We tainted him, you know. And granted, even though I thank the Vegainator for his video, I don't support him. I can still when I see his videos, I still see him um trying to fake sides with us with black men and he has that white supremacist tone in the background because what he'll do is that he's doing the same old bad blacks versus good blacks. And there was one video where he's talking about the Milwaukee incident, and he's saying like, oh, that the Milwaukee incident happened because of black women dating thugs and reproducing with thugs. And but it was like, wait a minute. It's the cops. It's the cops. It's the segregation, lack of opportunities. Let's stop worrying about who's fucking who, and let's worry about money and the resources that are not being handed down to black people. That's why I don't let MGTOW or any of these white dudes kind of juxtapose my position in how I see things, because Yeah, I may have issues occasionally with black women dating thugs and this, that, and the third. But when I see incidences like Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, and Philandro Castile and Alton Sterling, I'm not blaming black women dating thugs for that. You know, I'm more worried about the cop who is on a killing spree or is trying to get an early retirement because they will have the better. Because 9 times out of 10, those cops will have a better conclusion to their story versus black women who, after they fuck the thug, they're usually bitter, lonely, and yeah, and these will be the women who are like 56 in teen clubs or whatnot. So they don't even get a good payout in return. So that's not even my problem. But anyways, Karazin, she just needs to learn how to just understand that the men who defend you or the white men that black women get with are individuals. And Sarge has said this, that these white men are rebels. They are not the majority. Because like, and I've said this I said this in a video that I may not have posted, that if black women are gonna date other races of men, you're going to have to put these white boys especially to task. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to get these white boys to um, uplift black women in promotions and the beauty standards. Um, you're going to have to. I'm not talking with social justice bullshit of like you do a cheesy video and you're like black beauty is so awesome and you know that's it. No, 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 no. We're not gonna do free YouTube videos and where we're just gonna hope that people will like black women based off of goodwill. No, what you're gonna do is you're going to take a show like let's say a pageant like Miss Black America. That's gonna like you sponsor that pageant and you make it mainstream. Yeah, and you make it as mainstream as Miss Universe, Miss America, or any of those white pageants. So that's what I'm talking about. Where a beauty pageant, a black beauty pageant, isn't on no fucking CW, um, BT centric uh, logo or own. No, no, no. It's gonna be on the big time shows, the prime time shows. It's gonna be on either ABC, NBC, or CBS. It's gonna be on those channels. Yeah, we can talk about okay, the money. This is going this way, money is going that way. But I'm just saying, um, I'm just saying, if you're gonna do it, promote it in promote black beauty. That's one aspect. Number two, fix the school system. The education's fucked up. We already know that. But what's up with all these black kids and girls, especially, getting um, suspended or expelled from school for having natural hair? What's with um, these little ridiculous policies out there that restrict, you know, black girls from having dreads, um, braids, and afros? So that needs to be fixed, and also fix those businesses that discriminate against people and black women, especially who have ethnic hairstyles. And there's tons of things, but I don't want. The thing is that black women let these white boys off the hook too easily, or they give them an easy task to where it's like they'll be like Jacob Mason, where Jacob Mason, all he's really doing is just saying, "I love you, black women. You are so beautiful, black women. I love you, dark skin, oh black women. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not beautiful. You're the most beautiful and strongest woman on the planet, oh black woman. Black women, I love you. I love the kinky hair. I love you." You put them niggas to task. I see. Well, at least with Jacob Mason, he's doing. But the problem with it, I see he does like these little marches with Black Lives Matter. But the issue is yet again he's doing free promotion. He needs to break his wallet because I know he's trying to get his little superstar career on television, and he needs to break bread and put black women on game or employment. So he needs to instead of making little free videos about why you should like black women based off pity, you need to be doing something to where, okay, why don't you have your own Miss Black something, or Miss Ebony, or whatever kind of black beauty pageant. You sponsor that, or you create that, and you make it go international, or well, national, state, whatever. Eh, you know But you notice the one thing I'm saying that I'm not saying is that I'm not saying that that white men are gonna fight for you, because I know that's not the case. I know white men they're not gonna fight their own brothers or fathers um, to defend you. I know they're not gonna do that. Now they may be disowned to just say fuck it, I'm out of there, but they will never fight for you, black women. That's why, yet again, where are these white swirlers? Where's Jacob Mason when it comes to, holding a firearm, and he's like, I wish a cracker would, I wish a white man would come and do something to my black girlfriend. That would be something like that. That would be something if Jacob Mason was like a Second Amendment, um, like pro Second Amendment, and he's walking around with an AR-15, and he's utilizing his white privilege, and he's like policing black women, making sure that nothing happens to them. Hey, if I mean, like, I don't like the dude, but if he did something like that, that would be monumental. That would be impressive, and that would put black men on blast and be like, "Hey, we need to step up our game, because we shouldn't even be letting other races of men act like the protective force of our women, even if those women want to swirl or whatever." But if that would have been something. But I'm using my imagination too much. Shit, I can't even imagine Jacob Mason with a gun. He don't even look like he can really do anything with it. So I ain't even really trying to imagine that dude with one. But yeah, that's hilarious, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's hilarious. I ain't even trying to think of anything like that. But let me pause this video real quick. But like I was saying, like, Karazin got what she deserved, and they're unrealistic. White boys are not going to fight for black women's honor, and black women are basically left to their own. Granted, there are black men who will fight for black women. I've seen videos of black women having big brothers or cousins who are, they're big and strong. And, I was watching a video on media takeout, and there was a black guy. There was like two black guys fighting, and one of them was like, according to media takeout, there was a woman who was raped, and she got her older brother to beat up the dude. And that's common. That's common that you see that type of honor fighting, those honor brawls, or those honor beatings, to where, yeah, you have your older brother fighting for your behalf because some dude tried to holler at his sister, or rape her, or whatever, or he beat her or something. So it's not, I really don't understand why black women feel like they're on their own when it comes to not being protected. I can agree and disagree because yet again, it's not like we have black superheroes running around, and even with the mythology of a black superhero, that's not really common. And even when we think of, I'm going off on a tangent, but even when I, think of, black superheroes, they don't have credentials to be, they don't have that Superman or those, that or the Spider-Man credentials of, oh well, they're the superheroes that save damsels in distress. You know, I don't, even though people can watch like black, people like Black Panther, and he's married to Storm. Like, how often do we see images or of him like saving a black woman from racist white men? That's not a common image. I'm yet to see one, to be matter of fact. But you don't see those type of imagery in comics, and you're sure as hell not going to see that imagery in real life. So, Karazin, I feel sorry for you, not really, but that's what you get, that's what you get, and that's what you get for thinking that white men are a monolith and that they're just so much better, and that they're good, and they love black women. And even though this Vegainator claims that he is that he learned some of his stuff from Tommy or other black men. The issue that I have is that they will agree with that. They will take black MGTOW talking points only to agree with black people's condition. Like the example I said earlier, to where he's talking about the riots in Milwaukee. Instead of blaming white supremacy, he's blaming black women dating thugs. And it's like he's using talking points of, oh, you wouldn't date a nerdy black guy, and but you love these gangster fast life type of dudes. But wait, but the silly thing about that is that even though black nerds like to champion themselves as the it choice, or the prize that they claim to be, when it comes to defending and protecting, a lot of these black nerds can't do that. Granted, I know one like black nerdy dude who is pro Second Amendment, but in reality, in a large scale, a lot of these nerdy dudes ain't really, they're not really fighters. It's not. It's something. To be honest with you, it's in this type of climate. It's not about brains per se. It's about what you can do with your brawns or your muscles, because you have men who will take your shit if you ain't using it properly. You have men who will take your shit if you, you will have men who will take your shit if if they can just take it like that. If they feel like they can overpower you. So, yet again, just kind of being the morally good person, that doesn't do you well in life. But I'm gonna end this video here.